Hello, everyone, and welcome into the HIGH-5 podcast, HIGH-5 After Dark. I'm your host, Malcolm from Malcolm&Mary, and today we're going to take a peek at some beautiful products off the shelves of HIGH-5. I'm joined by my coworker and colleague, the lovely Miss Emily. Chuck Light may be with us shortly. Emily, what are we trying tonight?
Okay, that is what I was getting ready for. I just had to clean out my grinder really fast. I am trying something I have not tried before, as I like to typically do during our podcast days. It is the Fireline's Krazy Pizz.
Crazy Pizz.
Let me sit up a bit. So I'm going to be smoking it. So sorry, such an unflattering angle. Subcheck.
Be right back.
Okay, bye. I'm going to be smoking it out of the bong today, but it is, I don't know what this is labeled as. Who knows anymore? But
a hybrid, I think.
I didn't see it, but like those are 3 really pretty nugs.
Nice.
I had a really hard time. I was like gonna pick up like something else, but like this was calling me. I like the little notches in the bag. Makes it really easy to tear. Still a little more complicated, as you can see. I'm struggling, but I got it. I'll see if I can actually open it, though. I have had this to where... Wow, I'm struggling. I'm so sorry. Just kidding. I thought this was going to be easier. Let's see. Not too bad. It could just be user error, to be fair. It's been one of those days. There we go. Oh my god. I just want to live in there.
Nice.
God, it smells so good. It is so sour and skunky.
Who is?
This, the Krazy Pizz, but grapefruity. I get a lot of grapefruit notes in this.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that cheetah piss cross.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Krazy Pizz.
Yes. And on a scale of 1 through 10, what would you say? How loud is that?
Oh, it's a 10, baby.
Nice.
It smells so good. God, seriously, they could make this into a candle.
Okay, excuse me.
I wouldn't be 100% convinced that it is, like, I was blindfolded. I try to look at it in your perspective. If I was blindfolded and this was put out in front of me, my first initial thought would not be weed.
Nice.
You know?
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, it literally smells like a mimosa, like a grapefruit mimosa.
I like that.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay. And how is the texture and moisture on those?
Let's see.
Seal.
Texture is great. Moisture, same. Oh my god, it's sticky to my fingers. Has a nice little crunch, but not too crunchy. Yeah, I'm really excited to smoke this. It was a really hard decision, but Fireline won my heart. I had one of their blunts recently, now on the podcast, and it was the Deep Sea or Blue or something like that, and I was obsessed. So.
Okay. All right, excellent. Okay, we'll check back in with you and see how that session is starting to unfold. Thank you, Emily. And Chuck Light, what are we trying tonight on the podcast?
I need more cup holders. Well, we're doing Mary Jones.
Whoop!
Yes. And for the buckets here, let me grab a flashlight just because I know it's dark in here and it's not going to do it any justice. But look at this. Well, that ain't doing no good either. It's just so purple. It's forbidden fruit. Not even one of my favorite strains, but I'm admiring how beautiful and dark this is. It's just, good God. Oh, it smells wonderful. Not as skunky, but very orange.
Yes.
Kind of like if you like bergamot, like a burnt orange peel.
Yeah.
Damn.
Forbidden fruit, always that nice papaya in there.
And for the price for the 8, yes. Yes, yes.
So wicked good deal.
Absolutely.
And we have quarters and ounces of it too, I believe.
Sure do. And I can't wait to see all the purple teeth at the bottom of my grinder. That's what I'm living for right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, got this big. This is a big.
Boy, if you don't drink that goddamn drink.
I'm screaming.
This man holding up rocks and minerals.
He said, look at this rock.
Boy.
I'm gonna cut it. It's got blue agate and quartz in it.
And I love that, Chuck. But that's for your podcast.
I don't have a podcast.
And there it is. There's one right there. Rocks and minerals with Chuck.
No. For the very small population of people that want to see that.
You live in the capital of the world of people that want to see that.
Well, you're not wrong.
Uh-oh.
This is like drinking a Granny Smith.
I don't know if I like that.
Of course you don't. You don't like onions. No,
You
this
eat
apple,
Granny
bro.
Smith.
I do not eat apples either. I have an allergy to apples.
You eat apples?
I have an allergy to apples.
How many doctors do you see?
This is a tested. I was at the Portland Allergy Clinic literally last month.
You see.
Yes.
Well, yeah, because an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Oh my God.
Chuck, get out.
Yes.
All right, bye. If I leave and I click, I'm coming back.
Well, I mean, that's fair. But, okay, now, when it comes to Granny Smith apple, is it sour when you first drink it?
No.
Okay.
But you do taste some of the tartness, but it's not sour.
Is this carbonated at all?
Slightly, yes. It is a soda. But considering that in mind, they designed this can specifically to have a device in here. So you can close the lid and you can lock it, you can seal it, it's spill proof, you can open it again, but it keeps the carbonation, it keeps it from going flat. So every time you open and close this, your Mary Jones soda is going to be fresh every single time.
Right.
Oh man, I wish I had an orange one. This is. I love it though.
Okay. And does this remind you of anything in particular that you've tried maybe in your in the past?
Yes, it tastes just like a regular Jones soda without cannabis in it.
Okay. And Jones, that's a brand of regular.
You can find it at any grocery store.
Okay, gotcha. Big shout out to Jones sodas. I don't think I've ever tried a Jones soda,
You
but
should. They're fun.
okay. I don't really drink soda. I don't drink soda. But
They
okay,
use
very
natural
good.
cane sugar and stuff like that. It's solid.
Okay, I'll be the judge of that. No, I'm kidding. Okay, big shout out to Jones soda. Now, Chucky, is this something that is yours cold right now?
It's not, fresh out of the fridge cold, but it's not room temp by any means.
Fair. Okay, very fair. Okay. All right, excellent. And have you tried these Jones sodas before?
Yes, I love them.
Nice.
The only one I don't love is the root beer, but I'm not the biggest root beer person.
Hey, to each their own. Okay, very fair. All right. When it comes to that's a 10 milligram.
It is single serve, yeah.
Nice. So they anticipate you drinking that entire thing, but you still have the option to child-proof, spill-proof it, save it for later.
Yes, it is very travel friendly. Definitely. You could crack this open up on the trailhead, take a couple sips, start moving again, close it, start moving again, put it in your backpack, and you're not going to have any soda spilling all over your hiking gear or anything.
That's smart. Yeah.
It's great.
And you're not too zonked, you know what I'm saying, and not be able to hike anymore, be in that same mindset. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And when it comes to outdoor activities, especially out here in the Pacific Northwest, whether it be disc golf, hiking, etc., you know, the usual go-to is to take a nice little can, tall boy, you know, have a drink. So if you were to do the same with 100 milligram, you're set.
Okay. Okay. All right. And Chuck, like, because you thought you were safe. Oh. Favorite ingredient in trail mix? Go. 5,
Chocolate.
4. You're not wrong. Shit, you ain't wrong.
And
You're
because
not
you thought
wrong.
you were safe, what's in the microwave?
Hey, don't worry about that.
No, I need to know.
I said don't worry about that.
What is Malcolm King eating?
I said don't worry about that. But okay, very fair. Thank you, Chuck Light. And then stop. And then Emily, what are we also big shot to ramen worldwide? Y'all could send me 9 trillion of those.
What's your favorite brand?
Period. Maruchan. Boom. I always want to say Maruchan as Maruchan. Nevertheless, big shot to Maruchan. Emily, because you thought you were safe.
I am safe.
No, you're not. What's your favorite? Okay, ready? What's your favorite dish with barley? Go. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Like on top of a seasoning, like as a seasoning on top of fucking, I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that are like popping into my head, but like soup maybe?
No, hey, it can be used in a soup. It's a grain. That shit can be into anything. It can go into bread. It can go into anything, and it can be a seasoning on top of things as well. Okay, very fair. Thank you, Emily. And I am going to be trying today the Happy Apple Cider, and this is 100 milligrams in this entire unit. They give you the scale Jajish on the side. As you can see, I started drinking some before I got here, and also we have 2 renditions, hot and cold yin and yang. A little bit of lemon and cinnamon in this little guy in the first one, lemon and cinnamon, and then in the microwave, or you can do it on the stovetop. Out of the freezer in the glass, you know what I'm saying? Rather than put an ice cube in it and dilute it, we just want it cold, keep the flavor, and we're going to see which one we enjoy more. I did get a chance to try it at room temperature just as it was. Not my favorite. Flavor gave it a 6 out of 10. Don't really taste any weed, but you do get weed breath afterwards. It's kind of unique. I said there's no fizz. It's okay flavor at room temperature. I feel it in the stomach first, you know, getting a little bit of the like lower abdomen, like little euphoria. Slight numbing sensation, definitely getting yawns, and it's been a long day. Eyes and face starting to get more relaxed. Voice, body, and inhibitions also starting to get more relaxed as well. And today was a very, very tough day. You know what I'm saying? We are not feeling the best. And I told Chuck earlier today, better to describe it in a Martian inside my head, pulling my brain every which way. But nevertheless, we love it. It's a beautiful day. And here we are. You know what I'm saying? And there's more beautiful days to be had. Remember, so much to look forward to. Everybody make sure you're putting your best foot forward, trying your best, and enjoying your life. Life is so good. It is literally so good. All right, now, we're going to try these hot and this cold. I'm going to try the hot first. The smell on it is like applesauce Jajish times 10. Literally smells great. This smells great. And it's like, it warms my body up. And I can't even smell out my nose right now. And this smells fucking great. All right, ready? I meet a lot of people on a day-to-day basis that tell me they're retired. And if I was retired, living in the Pacific Northwest from November until April, I would literally sit on my porch all day long, just like this. I would paint my skin white, and I'd sit on the porch like this.
Okay, white.
And I would literally go. I would literally go. And I would have some dachshunds running and frolicking in the yard. This is so. This is so. I want dachshunds running in my yard. Period. No matter what I look like, no matter where I live, give me some dachshunds. Black and tan ones to be exact. But this awesome flavor, no weed once again. Let me try one more time.
Short hair or long hair?
Short hair. No, we don't do long hair dachshunds. Get the fuck out my face. Those things are aliens. That's what the motherfucker that looked like was in my head earlier today.
I have 2 long hair dogs.
No, we don't love those, Chuck. Sorry.
And I have 1 short hair.
Chuck, you know you love the short hair. One more.
No, I didn't.
Stop.
I had a strawberry blonde named Lucy, yo. She was the best dog ever.
I mean...
She was the goodest girl.
but imagine now if you just gave her a 2 fade all the way down.
I'm dog
Yo, you should give your dogs haircuts, Emily. You should do art in your dogs. That's funny.
I can't with the husky fur because there's something about the fact that there's 2 coats to it. It acts as like their HVAC system, right? So it regulates their temperature, and if I were to shave it, it throws it off. So there have been really cool designs, and I've seen people do some really great stuff. And my brother works at a grooming salon, and so it's fucking great. They do some really fun things. I've thought about dyeing the tips of their tails since it's white, colors and doing stuff like that, but I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet. But you know what? They're not getting any younger. Actually, it's my doggy's birthday right now. It's the 22nd. So happy birthday to my love. She's over there just fucking.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Hi, happy birthday.
But
Look at her.
Yeah, she's out. She doesn't want any part of it. But yeah, she's 6 years old today.
Wow. And also big shout out to all huskies, malamutes, and wolf dogs. Great wolf dogs. Ridiculous. Big shout out to that customer that came in and brought their pup in today as well. That was
just any pep.
Yeah.
A fucking wolf.
Literally a literally a wolf. Literally a wolf. Chuck said, Chuck saw it through the door and said, "Oh, look, that's a husky. That's a cute husky." I looked at that motherfucking door and said, "That ain't a motherfucking husky."
He jumped out that car and I said, "Whoa."
That big ass dog. Okay, thank you, Emily. And thank you, Chuck Light. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. This also, while it has all the, potency of a smoking session, and I probably started smoking this. I probably started drinking this maybe 40 minutes ago. But anyways, it's really, really nice. I'm enjoying it. Hot version, so much sweeter than the room temperature. The hot version, the apple kind of hits you sweet, sour, and then apple, and then it kind of fades away with just warmth of the cinnamon. Cold version. Cold version, I also like more than the room temperature. The cold version makes my mouth water and jowls flood on the sides. It's very smooth though. And the apple flavor in both the cold and the hot is only there at the front. It's not all throughout the, at the sip. We have really, really great apple cider right now at Jam on Hawthorne, so I'm comparing this to that subconsciously, and I shouldn't do that because this also has weed in it. But would you, if you gave this to me, I would never know that this had weed in it. You know what I'm saying? If it was "Here you go, Malcolm, there's some warm apples," I'd never know. I'd be like, until 20 minutes pass, and then I started feeling the jajish and been like, what happened? Also, I very, very random. Storing chemicals from when you take psychedelics and acid in your spine and then cracking your spine and getting a release of those chemicals and things like that. I heard something like that, whether it was a myth, whether it's fact or whatever, what have you, sure, whatever. Don't really care. Have either of you heard of that?
No,
Yeah.
this is a first for me.
Okay, so long story short, I, practice enough times, and as I get older, I feel as though my back is starting to get weaker, as it does with us. You know what I'm saying? As humans, you know what I'm saying. So now, when I wake up in the morning, I used to do it for fun, like wake up and crack my back when I was younger. Like now, I need to. Like when I wake up in the morning, like it's not going to be a good morning if I do not crack my back, or at least have to stretch it,
Yeah,
I have to do a dead hang, or I got to, try and crack it.
So fucking important.
Yes.
Holy shit. I stretch every fucking day.
You have to. And stretching itself is exercise.
Yeah.
That's exercise. Like, people don't realize how much of an exercise stretching actually is. You know what I'm saying?
Yoga. That bitch is actually a fucking workout if
Yeah.
you've ever done a class.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Mix that with hot yoga?
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Or, okay, Malcolm, I have to stop rambling. Okay, very fair. But long story short, I feel as though Chuck and Emily, I feel as though that's a thing. I feel like I'm believing in that myth of the acid and the chemicals and stuff and that was being stuck in your spine. But nevertheless, so far, would I consider this more head high or body high? Definitely more of a head high. 100%, which is nice in an edible form. Love to see that in an edible. I probably went through maybe 50 milligrams so far, and I feel really, really good. Mood enhanced for sure. Would I consider this functional versus not functional? If I sip this, I think that this is great. Speaking of which, why isn't this so great? Need a bottle opener, number one, right? They give you this little plastic yaya, which is decent, but this is going to spill. This will spill. It's a little rubber silicone.
Okay,
This shit's gonna spill.
Ask, would that actually?
No.
No.
I'm not gonna try it. It's flared.
Yeah.
You see it? So it's literally very, very easy. Very easy. Very easy to pop off. But that's the only thing I would kind of knock this on, because like I'm kind of this for me. What? This is dumb. This is a lot for no reason. Like, this is literally a lot for no reason, especially when I have to get up so early. However, I could just dump these back in there. I'm not going to do that, though. You know what I'm saying? I just think that this is maybe... How would they redo this? Put it in a bottle? That's a plastic bottle, and I get that, too. I don't know. Maybe it's just not my preference. If you're going to drink it all in one, I think this is a great buy. If you don't plan on drinking this all in one... You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they give you servings here, but then that implies that they think that this is a good idea. Anyways.
Well, you gotta think Blaze does glass, and they have
Screw.
a twist.
Yeah.
And you can twist it back on, and that still feels better than that ever would.
100%.
So, and it's, yeah. And if they want to keep the whole glass
See?
to it, you can... Why would you do that?
I did it over the cup. I was like, Malcolm, there has to be a way to show them this. That's why. And this is, God forbid you put this in your purse or your bag. You know what I'm saying? That's everywhere. Now you have shit everywhere. Sticky apple juice everywhere. Also, big shout out to Beat Bobby Flay. And who else was on that TV today? Who won? The Chiefs and Green Bay lost, the 49ers. Big shout out to the 49ers. Big shout out to the Chiefs. Big shout out to Bobby Flay. And Guy Fieri was on the screen as well. Okay, but we're going to get to this scale of 1 through 10. Would you recommend? I'm going to start with you, Emily. What are we thinking?
This is a 10 for me. The flavor translated amazingly. Like, even when I'm not smoking, like, there's an aftertaste of it. Like, it's lingering. It's good. I felt it mainly behind, like, my eyes and, like, my face just kind of felt like it was just tingling ever so slightly, and then it moved to... I'm both. Like, it's both head and... This is, like, great. I don't know what exactly this is, but, like, I feel swimmy, but in a good way, you know? Almost like I could be in, like, a lazy pool. gonna be fun. Speaking of, I'm going to Vegas for the first time ever in my entire life in March. So I'm gonna see if I can find a lazy pool somewhere. If they're not absolutely gross. Actually, I don't know. Are they gross?
I mean, probably. It's Vegas. Everything is gross. Everything is gross. You gotta grow up. Gotta get above that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get above that. Yeah. If you want to travel the world, you gotta get above that. You can't be Miss America.
I'm just trying to think of Vegas and how drunk people just throwing up everywhere. Like.
Well, yeah. Yes. Emily, that's a sign of them having a good time.
That's so funny. What? Because I'm over here like almost a year sober. I'm like, but here's the thing. I really miss fucking drinking. I really do. But like, weed's it for me.
Yeah.
But I can still have a good time and enjoy myself and whatnot.
Yes, of course. And as you shall.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? I'll probably drink one of those drinkables while I'm down there. But yeah, the high is great. Like very. I don't necessarily want to go to sleep. I'm kind of hungry. So I don't know if this is giving me munchies or if I was hungry beforehand. It tastes so good. I'm obsessed with everything about it. So yeah, it's a solid 10 out of 10. I would recommend it, and I would even buy it again.
Wow. Okay, very fair. Okay. Thank you, Emily. And remind me which one that is again.
Krazy Pizz Fireline.
Nice. Excellent. And that's a new strain from them that we've never seen before.
They fucking killed it.
Yes. Fireline's great. They are great. Okay.
I'm new to the game in Fireline.
Yeah, that's
like, I
good.
loaded a second bowl. I did not need to. I wanted to. It's so good. I want to keep smoking it. So.
Nice. Okay. All right. Deal. Okay. And then Emily, because you thought you were safe, what do you think your favorite dish with dates is? 5.
Dates?
5, 4, 3.
I can't say
2,
that I
1. Go.
have
No cheese plates or.
I guess maybe in a cheese plate. Yeah, that would be like the only time I think. Because I went wine tasting and they had like a cheese like plate snack thing that you can go to and have some stuff at, and they did have like some spicy jam, which was really good, and cheese and some dates and just a bunch of other things like little meats.
Okay.
It was good. But yeah. That's it. That's the only thing I can think of.
Okay, very fair. Okay. Okay, thank you, Emily. And Chuck, I am going to go so I don't ramble so that you can get out of here. This is the Happy Apple Cider. Potency, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. I've also drank probably 60 milligrams. So I'm like, or 70 milligrams at that. But flavor, room temperature 6 out of 10. Cold, 9 out of 10. Hot, 10 out of 10. I said the overall high is way more mood enhanced than I anticipated, especially for midnight. So I'm really happy about that. As far as the price point goes, you're looking at a more expensive beverage. Of course, we have cheaper options, much cheaper options, but you are getting a good portion for it. I do like the portion size, especially when it tastes this great. I'd be upset if I just had it in a little shot and, only this much was, a serving. But overall, I would have to say, if I had to define it in 3 words, relaxing. This is definitely very groovy. And I would say relaxing, groovy, and I would say sedated. As far as creativity, I'm going to give this a 5 out of 10. Pretty eh. As far as tired, I can't say that this is tired. But once again, this definitely isn't functional either. But anyways, overall, if I had to give this a scale of 1 through 10, I'd probably give this like a very solid 7. I think this is a good 7. I like the different angles that you can go with it. I feel like this could even be good like in a mimosa. We have like a apple cider mimosa at jam. Like if you bumped it up and made that part medicated with champagne, what? I think that would be great with like pancakes, like chai pancakes. I'm picturing this and pancakes for some reason. But nevertheless, that would be really, really good. Would I recommend this? No, not over the other drinks. Definitely not over the Rays or the Majors at that, shorter and smaller price point. Or the sorbets, definitely not. You know what I'm saying? And I also think, what's the other people? Somebody else does an apple drink. Not Chuck's people. But anyways, I feel like there was another people. Anyways, nevertheless, yeah.
I mean, there's like the apple shots, but they're not the same.
No, but nevertheless, I could also be thinking of something else. But yeah, this is okay. This is definitely decent. Like I said, 7 out of 10. Okay, and then Chuck Light. What are we thinking? Big shout out to Happy Apple Cider. What are we thinking? Scale of 1 through 10.
Price point, you can't beat it. I'm gonna have to give it a 10.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, because, bag appeal, price point, the moisture content was solid. It's just, smell was good, taste was good, very smooth. I ripped a whole bowl in 2 hits.
Oh, he's high.
There's definitely some light sensitivity. Lights are looking real nice. I got my Christmas lights on.
Chuck.
I got this overhead
Chuck.
light, and it's just
Chuck, you talking about the weed?
Yeah.
I was asking you about the drink.
Bro, the drink is nice.
Oh, okay.
You asked me if I had them before, and I was like, yeah, I love them.
Oh, okay, fair.
Yeah.
Fair. No, I thought you were doing this review right here. I thought was for the drink. And then you were like, I ripped 2 whole bowls of it. I said, wait a minute.
Well, no, not 2 whole bowls. I ripped the whole bowl in 2 hits.
Nice. Okay.
And the drink on top of it.
Yes. So the forbidden fruit is worth it.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Nice.
It's tasty. It smells so good.
Nice. Okay. If you had to describe the high in 3 words for the forbidden fruit, what would you give it?
Euphoric, relaxed, and sleepy.
Nice. Okay. Nice. Excellent. Okay. Hell yeah. Okay.
Lights look really nice. I want to see more lights.
He said that so wholesome. I want to see more lights. That was adorable. He said, I want to see more lights. Very fair. Okay, thank you, Chuck Light. And Chuck Light, because you thought you were safe, favorite dish with rosemary. Go. 5, 4,
We talked about this before.
5. No, we haven't. 3, 2.
Yes, no, it's okay, rosemary chicken, but I don't want any actual rosemary on it.
No, that was fennel.
Same thing. We talked about it at the same time.
Well, I get it, but
Yeah, because we talking about Rudy's cheese and shit.
No, I remember now. I remember. No, I hear you. That was episode 150.
I don't hate the flavor. I just don't want it.
Right.
I don't want to eat it.
Okay, very fair. Very, very fair. Okay, thank you, Chuck Light.
But slap on some chicken with some lemon. It'll be alright.
They will be alright. Thank you, Chuck Light. And Emily, because you thought you were safe. Favorite dish with... Well, that's not fair. Okay, ready?
What?
No, stop. I was going to say watermelon. Watermelon, you just eat it by itself. You can't really, yeah.
True.
Watch me still say something that you really can only eat by itself. Let's see. Okay, ready? Favorite? Ooh. Okay, fair. Favorite dish that is the color brown. Go. 5, 4.
Mashed
3.
potatoes and brown gravy, but with ground beef in it.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever done it. My mom used to. This is the first thing that came to my head. I'm so sorry.
No,
There's probably a million other things I could have said, like a good steak or something, But I just thought of my mom's mashed potatoes. I'm fucking dead. I'm so stoned. But yeah, she just makes these like bomb ass, like really creamy mashed potatoes, and then she tops it with a brown gravy, but it has like a meat sauce.
Nice.
And it's just like super hearty and warm and just super filling. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's brown.
Hey, and it is, and that it is. Okay, big shout out to Emily's mom, as always.
She's getting her birthday's coming up.
Remind me your mom's name.
Tiffany.
Yes, Tiffany. Yes, Tiffany. Yes, Tiffany. How do you say big shout out to Tiffany?
I would say big. I don't know what I would say for shout out.
We have to look it up.
Like,
That's homework. That's homework.
My mom's sign name, if you make a T.
I have a pen in my hand.
Across your chest.
Oh, okay.
See, yeah, Tiffany. And
Okay.
you just kind of like pat your chest. Mine is the same, but with an E. So, Emily.
How do they know it's Emily?
So, you don't. You have to tell someone that's your sign name. But, like, a deaf person is the only one that's allowed to give you a sign name. Like, it's kind of like an unspoken rule. You don't just get a sign name. Like, you have to meet a deaf person because it has to be unique to you, or at least like passed down in your family,
right,
or whatever the fuck. Like, my little sister, her name is Lily, right? So this means I love you in sign language, but also it has Lily, which is how you spell her name, right? So it's Lily, but she also signs it like this because she has dimples. So you sign I love you, and you just dimples. So yeah, so they're unique.
That's
but
cool.
You can tell people, so you'd be like, "Hi, my name is." You'd spell Emily, but then you would follow it with your sign name, and people would go, "Oh, okay, Emily." So if someone knew me, if two people knew me and they were talking about me, and I wasn't in the room, and they signed my name, they would know they're talking about me. So
right. Okay. Very interesting.
Excellent. Yeah, mine would make me nervous.
Yeah.
So I'm here throwing gang signs.
Stop.
Hey, it's sign language. Okay.
I got in trouble for doing that,
yes.
Throwing up gang signs.
Well, no, because my name starts with a C, so it would be a C, and I'm just like, yo, that's not good.
Or you could make it something else.
True.
Where there's a will, there's a way. And also, Chuck, read the room. Read the room.
Hey, I don't know the rules yet, all right? I'm just going.
Read the room.
I'm just going with the program.
And speaking of program.
Wait.
Oh. I thoroughly enjoy our signing lessons on here, genuinely.
I'll continue to teach you random stuff.
But we do have homework. We must learn shout out. We must learn shout out.
I'll ask my mom what she thinks the sign is for shout out, or what she thinks.
She's gonna be.
I'm like, Mom, what's your opinion?
I love that. Your mom's gonna be like, oh yeah, shout out is that. Now that's gonna be great.
I'm gonna be like, duh, why didn't I think of that? I'm gonna be like, oh, because I'm stoned.
What if it's something like speakerphone?
That's what I was thinking, but like I try to think like in the perspective of a deaf person. It's not really a shout out to them. It's more of like a kudos. I would say maybe like kudos or congratulations or something. But like I'm gonna ask in the way that you mean it, how she would interpret it. So I got you.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. Okay, very fair. All right, well, it seems as though, thank you, Emily, and thank you, Chuck Lay. It seems as though this has brought us to a close. I want to give a big shout out to everybody enjoying Mary Jane worldwide and enjoying her for all the wonderful that she is. We appreciate you. And to my coworkers and colleagues, I'll see y'all soon. And to everybody out there, stay high and humble, y'all. Peace.
Yes,
See you soon, y'all.